Hey, it's Queen Pauline here, and this is my soft beat. If you want to learn how to do it, stay tuned. Okay, so first things first, primer. This is an eyeshadow primer called the Magic Potion, and this is by Urban Decay. You can use any primer that you want to. If you're going to be wearing eyeshadow, or you have any kind of creasing, this is going to be a lifesaver. And I also have creasing under my eyes. I'm going to put that there too. And I blend out with my fingers. So now that is all blended out, I now go in with my face primer. I have a mini size, but this is the e.l.f. Power Grip, the niacinamide, because it helps to close up those pores. And I'm running out, but that's okay. And I also use my fingers to put this on as well. Next is the eyebrows. I like to use the Morphe Micro Pencil in the shade Java. But you are more than welcome to do any way that you prefer. Me personally, I found that this one is the least harsh. And when you are doing your eyebrows, definitely go with the natural shape of your brows. You're more so filling in any blank space. For me, my eyebrows are pretty light, and I like them to show up, so I do a little bit more filling than anything, but I always keep the natural shape of my brows. And if I ever mess up, it is okay, because I'm going to carve them out with concealer next. So for my concealer, usually I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Unfortunately, I am out, but what I did have on standby was the Born This Way concealer in the shade Toffee. So I am going to outline the bottom of my eyebrows and put a little bit on my lids. Also, I am using a concealer brush. Unfortunately, it is dirty, honey, but that's okay because I did my makeup yesterday. And I really just like to go with the shape of my eyebrows. If I feel like I need to adjust, then I will, but I also keep in mind that they are sisters and not twins, okay? So it's okay if they are not perfect, because who gonna check you, boo? When it comes to the inside of my brows, I do like to do little strokes like this to help to blend it. And then I'll go in with my finger and I'll hit one of these babes right there. Just tap, tap, tap. Now you can use a beauty blender, but I prefer to just use my finger because I feel like it has a better blend. And you will see that I do not use any sponges on myself. However, when I do have clients, I do use sponges, but not very often. And again, I'm going to go in with my finger and blend. And next, we're about to get into eyeshadow. Okay, so for my eyeshadow palette, I do like to use the Juvia's Place Chocolate palette. It just has these few shades, just 6, but they are just enough for me, and the color range is great for myself as a chocolate girl. However, I would always recommend working with a nude palette that works just for you. So the shade that I'm going to use is going to be this brown one. And it's like a little coffee shade, and I'm going to put that on the outside. And I'm just going to tap. We're just tapping. And I'm going to bring it in just a little bit. But we're just going to tap. Okay, and you see how it buffs out. That is from the tapping motion. And sometimes I do a little bit of a little tap and pull just to drag it up a bit. Okay, and we're going to the other side. So now that we have done both eyes with that one shade, we're going to follow up with this little sand shade. So we're going to put it right here on the lid. Okay, right on the lid. Alright, so now it is time for foundation. Okay, so I actually use MAC, believe it or not. I did not used to be a MAC girl, but MAC matches me extremely well without me having to mix it with anything. So that is what, okay, and then also when it comes to my makeup, I always end up putting it on the back of one of my eyeshadow palettes. But I have my MAC already up there, and I have a very dense flat-headed brush, and I just put it on, just like this, and then I tap it out. And you see how it ends up blending? I do bring it under because I have a double chin, and when people look at me, they see that too. So I do not forget it because we don't have one of MAC's babes at all. Also, look into this coverage, okay? Get into this coverage. And when I'm putting it on, I really am just doing that tapping and drag. Tapping and drag. Now, do you see why I said skincare matters? Okay? Skincare definitely matters when we are putting on foundation. Because you can't tell me this ain't my skin. As I'm putting on my foundation, I kind of move around my eyes. You can kind of tell I still have some space under my eyes that I did not cover. And that is because we are going to go and save that space for the concealer. When you have creases under your eyes, you don't want to put too much product under there because it will crease. Creasing is inevitable, unfortunately, but we can definitely minimize how bad it looks. So, saving it. You do remember we put that primer? That's to help minimize that creasing. Now we're going to go back with concealer. Usually, I would use just my beautiful bronze and go straight under it. However, the concealer, Toffee, is a little bit brighter than what I like to put under my eyes alone. So I like to mix it with my foundation. This step is completely optional, but you are more than welcome to give it a whirl. Alright, so let's put that concealer. I only put it in this space right here. I do not like my makeup to look cakey, and I know a lot of people don't either. So, bring it around my nose. And then I'll bring it on my bridge just a little bit. I still like to keep my button nose. And then I'll bring it on my forehead just like that. Just like a little thing. And then I also bring it right here on the chin. Okay, so as for the top of my brows, I do like to mix my concealer. Even when I have my beautiful bronze by LA Girl Pro Conceal, I do like to mix my concealer with my foundation. Now this time I'm going to mix up a little bit more of my foundation into that Toffee Vibe Blend this way. just so it can be a little bit closer to my skin tone, but still give me some dimension without making me look crazy. And I'm still moving around the shape of my brows. Okay, we are just enhancing the brows that we have. Yes, yes. See, this one's just a little bit more pointy. I'm gonna try to angle this one just a little bit more. Okay. I like how that looks. Sisters, not twins. Alright, and then I bring that in just a little bit more. Can you guys see it? So now we are blending, babes. And what I like to do before I start blending with my brush, I don't use a beauty blender. I am a brush girl because it gives a nice airbrush effect. So this is a nice brush by Real Techniques. Actually, it's a dupe for the Real Techniques. She is too good. But I do believe it is the same as their foundation brush by Real Techniques. So before I start blending, I spray with my setting spray. I do enjoy a continuous mist. That helps to make my face moist and lets the product move just a little bit more. Okay. And I use a light tapping motion. Very, very light. And I always start from the bottom and work my way up. When it comes to my concealer on my cheeks, that is when I blend it out. Can you see? And if I ever feel like I need a little bit more coverage, I can always go back. But here we are. And it's blending out seamlessly. We are still doing that tapping motion, okay? We're bringing it up just a little bit. And then we are blending outwards. And you see how that product is just continuing on. And I like to blend this little piece out too, because we don't like harsh lines over here. Okay. Alright, when it comes to blending the bridge of the nose, we're going to take the top and blend out. Blend down. Okay, and keep it straight. And then at the top we blend out. Nice, okay? So, now when it comes to the tip top of the head, because we've made our way up to the top, period, started from the bottom, now we're here. Now, we're blending our edges. Okay? And then sometimes you feel like a little bit more blend needs to happen on the brow bone. You can just tap that right there. And bring that down just a little. With that excess product that we have on our brush. Alright. So, I do like to bring my nose contour in just a little bit because I don't like two lines on the side of my nose, right? So I want it to be as invisible as possible. There's no extra product happening. This is still the remaining product on my face and my brush. We're just blending that up. Alright, so for my setting powder, I do enjoy using the One Size setting powder in the shade. What shade is this? Deep dark. Gotta be the deeper shade. You ain't gotta talk about it. Alright, and I put it in with my setting powder in here. I take my little triangle puff that I got from Shein, but you can definitely get the one by e.l.f. That one's pretty good. And then I just go and I start to bake, right? I put a little bit right where I have my concealer, right where I get oily. Okay. And personally, I am not one to put it under because I do not like how that looks. I think it's very false and I like to work with what I already have. Okay? Now, I will say it does give the illusion of a snatched face when you put that setting powder right under. But in person, it doesn't look that great. So. Okay. And now that I have it on, let's try to blend it out just a wee bit, okay? A little. Okay, so now that we are all blended out, we're gonna go with this MAC. It is a blush in the color Lovejoy. And I'm using this Dense. It is a contour brush. However, I like to use it as my blush brush, specifically for this blush. Because it adds a natural pinky glow to me. Okay? And it has a little bit of shimmer to it. And I like to put a little bit on my nose just to give it a cute little effect. And yes. Alright, so after that, we are going to go back in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Okay, and now our face is moist. It has now dried down. Going in with my One Size On Till Dawn. Now you can tell that that's my favorite because, babe, it's out. So. Alright, it is now time for mascara. I am using the Hella Thick by Fenty. Now, if I'm going to be completely honest, this is not one of my favorite mascaras. However, she is going to get the job done. Off camera, I went ahead and finished up my mascara. And now it is time for me to put the lash glue on my lashes. So, these lashes are a little bit old, however, it is going to go with the look that I am wanting for today. You are more than welcome to try any lashes that you like. I prefer lashes that have a cat eye effect. So that means that they are shorter on the inside and then they get longer as you go to the outside of the eye. I find that those complement my eyes the best. So if you ever need help with trying to figure out what lash looks best for your eye, you can always reach out to me or come see me at my job. I'm going to put the lash glue on and I'll be back to show you guys how I put the lashes on. So while that lash glue is getting tacky, we wait about 30 seconds. I'm going to work on my lips. This hack is actually using eyeshadow as a lip liner. I prefer to use this one. Okay, and then I prefer to use a dark brown because I feel like it complements my lips better and it helps to shape them. So I follow up with my e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Rose Envy. Now the color is a little bit intimidating, but I promise you, look at this. the time you've been waiting for. It is lashes. When I put my lashes on, I like to look straight ahead. I press down on my natural lashes and I put it right in the right. I have a little groove in between my lashes and my skin, so I go ahead and I put that right in that groove. Okay. I might need my little compact, y'all. And then I like to press my lashes together. And then that is how it looks like it is my lash. My mic was off, but I'm just letting you know that I switched my lashes because the other ones were way too much, and I also switched my lip gloss to a Fenty cream called Waffle, and it just does the job, honey. Period. Okay, y'all, so this is it. This is the finished product. And matter of fact, lights please. Let's get into it. We ate down. Okay, so if you have any questions or you want a one-on-one, please let me know in the comments below. Okay, that is it for today. I will talk to y'all soon, beauties. Bye.